Hey, and welcome back to Sydney Trains Vlogs. This is the first video covering the Sydney Metro West on this channel, and this video is going to be about the location of the Parramatta Metro Station. Sydney Metro West will convey passengers from Hunter Street, Wynyard, to Westmead. Now we're going to have a look at a map of Sydney Metro West just to give you all a good idea of what Sydney Metro West is before we start. Right, so let me just zoom in a bit here. Sydney Metro West will start at Hunter Street. And we'll have stations at Pyrmont, The Bays, Five Dock, Burwood North, North Strathfield, Sydney Olympic Park, Parramatta, and Westmead. That's with future plans to connect it to the Western Sydney Airport. But main focus is Sydney Metro West and the Parramatta Station for this video. Parramatta Metro Station is bounded by George, Church and Macquarie Streets. I am currently on George Street. An interesting thing about the Parramatta Metro Station, and something that I find quite interesting and is close to my heart because I like old buildings and I like all those kind of things, is the Roxy Theatre, which we'll start with now. The Roxy Theatre closed a number of years ago, and as part of this whole project will be restored, with the outer parts of the building will be converted into cafes, and the main part of the Roxy will be restored back into some form of what it used to be, which I find absolutely amazing. I think it's really, really cool. After we have a quick look at the facade of the Roxy, we'll go for a walk around the block. So there she is in all of her glory, I guess you could say. There's a development proposal there. If you want to have a bit of a read of that, actually, you're more than welcome to. Alright, give me a second to zoom in a bit more. Here we go. Just pause the video and resume when you're done. Righto. Alright, I'm just going to get this truck coming in. All part of the digging works and things for the Metro. Hey, beautiful old Kenworth. So the Sydney Metro West project is meant to open in 2032. That is some time away. I mean, they're in pretty much the beginnings of the project now. There's a picture there of the station. We'll get to that in a minute. I just want to get a photo behind me. So, righto. So as I said, this is George Street. We'll walk up here a bit, and then we'll throw a left onto what do you call it? Church Street. Some interesting characters. I suppose that'll be the most polite and G-rated thing to call it. Some interesting characters on Church Street, so we'll see if they're still there and if I'll film the whole thing. But here's an artist's impression of what the Parramatta Metro will look like. So if I'm pointing the camera at something, like a photo like that, like an artist's impression or whatever, and it's not there for long, or as long as you'd like, so you can have a good look at it, you can either just go back and pause the video on the image, or you can look up Sydney Metro West, and I'm sure that they'd have the artist's impressions of the stations there. Shoot. You trust me to trip over a flat surface? Some pretty old buildings here. They haven't been demolished yet, so I don't think that they will. Thank goodness. So you got Church Street just up here. So when this metro does open in 2032, so that's what 6, 7, 8 years, it'll be, Parramatta will be much more developed than it is now, and they'll have 4 modes of transport in Parramatta. So you'll have Parramatta Sydney trains, Parramatta Light Rail, Parramatta Metro, and there is Parramatta ferries as well. Now you'll see all the Sydney Metro signage and everything like that just around the corner here. Yeah, still there. Okay, so I'm on Church Street now. Got the light rail line here. All the fencing there. And just around the corner on Macquarie Street is the same thing. So the construction site continues. There's an app you can download called Sydney Metro Connect on the App Store or Google Play as well. You can find information and updates on all the metro projects. Now, I know that the Sydney Metro Western Sydney Airport line is supposed to open much sooner than Sydney Metro West, and I actually haven't covered any of the airport things. It's just a little harder for me to get out to. Since beginning this channel, I gained employment, and that work has gradually gotten busier and all of that kind of thing. So it's a little bit harder to find the time to go out there. Although I really want to, and I will make the time to do so, because I know that project is coming along. And if it's meant to be opening in 2026, I'd imagine that the construction is really, really underway. So this is Macquarie Street that we're on now. And you'll see all this fencing again. So this is just a start of the Sydney Metro West series, where I'll be dinging my way along to all of the Sydney Metro West stations, just to give you an idea of where these stations will be. Now, Parramatta Metro Station isn't the only one of the Sydney Metro West stations that will be close to the Sydney train station. You've got North Strathfield, which is very close to North Strathfield. But yeah, there's a lot happening, a lot to cover. And as you've noticed a little while ago, a couple of weeks ago, I was uploading daily. It's just because there was a lot to cover and everything like that. But seeing the Parramatta light rail's been delayed, turns out I didn't need to sort of speed up the upload process for those videos, because I thought it was going to upload like real quick. I just wanted those final phase Parramatta light rail testing videos all up before the line opened, but turns out that that's not happening at the moment. Just up here, the reason why I'm just still walking is there's a bit of history here. Beautiful old building hiding behind the fence here, which they won't be demolishing. Kia Ora House. Here's a photo of it. The exterior of the building, now circa 1960s, 1980s. So that is Kia Ora House. Beautiful old photos. I like these old images. And of course, as the project continues and when there are more notable updates, I guess you could say, when you can actually see things rising from the ground, apart from the crane, then I'll be back to do more and more updates. Now, one thing that I'm curious of, because it's not connected, as you see here, it's a standalone metro line, much like the Western Sydney Airport one. It is not connected to anywhere here. However, there will be a major interchange, a major underground network connecting Martin Place, Hunter Street and Wynyard stations, so you can easily interchange. So they're almost the same station, I guess you could say. But I'm wondering what kind of trains they'll be using. Obviously driverless metro, but if they'll still be going with the Alston Metropolis, or if there'll be an updated Alston Metropolis, or if they'll go with Siemens, because I know Siemens are building the driverless metro thingamabobos for the Sydney Metro Western Sydney Airport line. That's all something that'll come to light in the future, unless it's on their website, which I'll have a look at that. But yeah, anyway, that's all for this video. Hopefully that was useful. Yes, I know I was basically just filming a blue wall the whole time, but yeah, this is just a start showing you where the location of these metro stations are, and conveniently enough, here's the Parramatta Square light rail stop, so convenience all around. Very exciting projects, and having seen the Sydney Metro City and Southwest opening, the extension between Chatswood and Sydenham, beautiful project. Yeah, I just can't wait, and so excited to cover all of this. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, share the video, all that good stuff. And yeah, I'll continue doing more of these and showing you the locations of all the Sydney Metro West. And then maybe a bit after that, we'll have a look at the Western Sydney Airport Metro. Bye for now.